So, hello and welcome to another episode. I am Brian, the Unskilled Commander, and this is Who's That Creator, where I showcase creator, big or small, so you don't miss out on really awesome Magic the Gathering content. The fun part about doing it as a stream is that chat, you guys get to ask questions as well, and I will filter them in amongst the questions I have prepped. Today's awesome creators, to start us all off, are the pair from Trying Casually. JM and Octavia. So first off, thank you both so much for being in my inaugural. Oh, I just realized it's interesting timing on that phrase. But yes, my very first episode of this series.
The inaugural asterisk.
Yeah.
Its first stream. Yeah. Also, I just want to say thank you so much for inviting me on. And I see that you go ahead and get the small guys out of the way, and then you go for the big guys after that. You start with us, and then you go.
No. You guys are some of the big
I always tell everybody, like, I am like the level 1 of a Pokemon gym, and then Octavia is one of the final 4.
I can see Octavia being part of the final 4, but you are not. You are not level 1 gym. So let's go ahead and jump in. So first question, we're gonna dumb this down to a standard stream. Please tell everyone who you are and where they can find your content.
Yeah, absolutely. We are Trying Casually Games, and you can find us at tryingcasuallygames.com for basically all of our links. But yeah, we're Trying Casual on basically everything. You can Google Trying Casually Games; it'll come up now, which is pretty cool.
Nice. That's
yeah, I'm actually kind of proud about that. I will post our links in the chat when I get that pulled up. But yeah, you can find us absolutely right here. Boom, Trying Casually Games. But yeah, and then you can see us more here at these links right here.
Okay, actually, let me do that because I was worried about that. I have it set so no one can dump links in. So I will put them in for you right there. There's your link tree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But yeah, we are Trying Casual Games pretty much everywhere. We are the brand is Trying Casual, and games is just our aspect of it. Eventually, we want like a news bracket. Clint or Faborn Phyrexian wants to write articles for us. That'll be Trying Casually News. It's kind of like a business plan.
That's pretty cool.
Business plan.
I was gonna say we'll get there.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you shoot for the moon and you aim way low that.
Right.
Aim for the moon, skip across the water.
Yeah.
I like it. That's awesome. All right. So again, chat. As I see the numbers, people jumping in. Feel free to ask questions if you have them of our creators. I will filter them in as we go through amongst the questions I have. So first, real question. What prompted you guys to become content creators for Magic, and how long have you been doing it?
Yeah, you can get this one first, Octavia.
I think it was just boredom. Like during the pandemic, what was it? Like you just randomly hit me up in a Discord we were in and just went, "Hey, want to play games?" And then after a couple games, it was like, "Hey,
I'm thinking about this idea I have." Yeah.
Well, okay. Why not? It's Tuesday. I ain't doing anything.
And then for me, it was basically mental health. Like I just needed something to like scratch the creator itch in my brain. But like, cause like I worked at like a physical job, so like I had the physical aspect down, but like I needed something like mental.
Right. And so that started like basically in the pandemic, you're saying?
Yeah. Literally, like I think 2021.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was early 2021. I think.
Yeah, February 15th is our anniversary, so it's actually coming right up.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was right around Strix.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's set, but yeah, we're going into year 4. February 15th is our official date, but we actually started slightly before that when we were like testing.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. So next
Or
up,
like November. Oh, that means it's like right in the heat of like COVID, right? Isn't that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah, COVID was March of 2020, so.
Yeah.
And I was super unemployed.
That is true. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, all the time in the world to make content.
Yeah, it seemed like the perfect time. Also, Octavia at the time seemed like the most intelligent person I'd met in Magic, and like that still like stands to be one of those cases.
No, I agree with you. Yep.
I mean, Gavin Dugan likes your deck building. That is pretty testament.
That's really impressive. Yes. So next up, is there a story behind behind the name and logo for Trying Casually?
Oh yeah, so this is me. So Trying Casually is a take on tryhards. We are basically trying to be the antithesis of tryhards. So it's not necessarily a deck power level, but it's more of like a play style. You know what I mean? You can play with really powerful cards, but that doesn't mean you have to be a dick about it, or like be oppressive, or just unfun to be around.
Right.
He puts up with me, but
Yeah, so trying casually is not necessarily like our power level. It is more of our play style, I would get. Like I would suppose.
Yeah, and being on your
And then
stream, I can vouch for that because you guys have great decks, but it's like it's the vibe of the channel and the stream is always laid back and having fun and doing, admitting when you're the threat and being like, yeah, you better take me out because I'm gonna win on the next turn or something.
yeah, knowing, like I guess for Octavia, like if there's a teaching moment, it's always like, hey, you should maybe do this or like optimize this way. Or like there's been times we'd be like, okay, Octavia, I think I can win, but I need help with this exact combo. So like she's never not told me information to better herself.
Right? Yeah.
And occasionally I'll do it where it's like, okay, and we get to the end of the combo, and I have this counter spell in hand, so I'm gonna stop the combo.
Oh yeah. Like but see like that you're still teaching at that point, like which is always cool. And then the logo, I feel like that's again a me thing. I wanted to incorporate Octavia, like our incoming stuff for 2025 has much more of an Octavia feel, I feel. But our logo is basically like 90s Nickelodeon. Shout out to Gold Sabretooth, right above me. But yeah, he did our artwork. Octavia has a bunny ears because her Final Fantasy character. We kind of really like that, or I really like that, and she really likes that. It's kind of like peak to our identity.
Right.
An artist, Michael Katchen, said something to us the other day about like what was a through point of our identity, and I feel like the hat and the bunny ears have kind of been our through point that I found out. But yeah, so I guess that's kind of where it is. And I guess like the closing eyes is kind of cool with the trying casually. It's like see no evil kind of thing. Like I kind of like the vibe of it.
Right. Yeah, very cool.
Do unspeakable evil. Watch none of it.
Yeah. We talk about it, but we don't see it.
Yeah. We don't see what you're doing, just get it done. So you guys have been doing it for about 4 years, you said. What motivates you both to continue to make content, and specifically Magic the Gathering content? What keeps you driven to do it?
Ooh, I'll let Octavia do this one first.
I just really want to play the games. That's a lot of what it is for me. Is I just want to play.
Yeah, I think I started out by just wanting to play Magic in general with people that felt more of my mindset. And then it was like as we got bigger, I guess, it was more of like, okay, who can we get to be on the show?
Right.
There's some amount of who, but yeah, for me a lot of it is just
just doing. Like I don't really care who. Like the who is always fun and cool and everything, but like just getting to do it. Cause like I've had some fun with like Gavin and like Rachel Weeks and like some of these big names. But I've had equally as much fun with you, Brian, Octavia, and like Jake or like Clint. Or you know what I mean? Like just insert any number one of our best friends.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, cool. And again, just reminding chat, if you guys think of something you want to ask, feel free, put it in the chat. But the next question I have for you both, what do you feel makes your content stand out? We all know that Magic the Gathering content is just a sea of people, streaming, doing gameplay videos or doing deck techs, or they're on YouTube, on Twitch and stuff. So there's a lot of people out there. How do you feel your content sets apart?
Octavia, what do you feel?
I mean, I generally think it's just the vibe. Like that's really all it is.
I mean, that's valid.
I have no idea what makes us special. I just show up.
So I have two interesting answers.
Okay.
So I think we tend to make content for content creators, and I think that's a really weird thing to say. But like if you look at our follow list, it's mostly content creators. We're not followed by the average person. If you look at our chat, it's mostly content creators. It's not the average person.
Right.
I know that sounds weird to say, but like I don't know. Like Hannah, Phyrexian Hannah, one of my favorite streams, says that we are their favorite stream. So like I don't know where this. I don't know. I guess
it's content creators all the way down, I guess.
I don't know. Well, I guess it's the rising tide lifts all ships, and like.
But like you said, back to your point of the vibe of the channel, that is what sets you apart, I think, and also ties into what you just said, because by having that casual vibe about playing and just having fun, you can play good cards. You don't have to have like a weak, 5 or 10 year ago pre-con that like doesn't do anything. You can play the good stuff as long as you're honest and upfront about it and say how it's coming down. But it's going to be a fun. Everyone's going to be able to laugh and you're going to have a good time. And I think for the creators, sometimes that gets lost because you can watch streams, and there's a lot of silence. There's a lot of just like complicated plays, and everyone's trying to, I gotta watch out and counter this. And it's like, there's still complicated plays and big stuff on your channel, but everyone's joking and talking and, hey, did you see this? And what about that? And responding to chat.
I think you're actually really right. Yeah. And obviously, like, my tism just kind of fills in the void.
Sometimes I have to pull us back on track, but
Right.
I mean, you're the adult of this relationship.
So for each of you, I mean, it could be the same answer, but for each of you, what do you feel, or what is a piece of content rather that you've made that you're most proud of, and why? So I mean, I understand, like, is there a specific stream that you guys did that you're like, you really love, that you referred back to it, or it's like something you really are proud of as a creator?
Ooh, go for it, Octavia.
I'm trying to think of one. If you have one.
I think I'm really proud of the Empty Graves thing. That was pretty cool setup. That was a very fun thing. Empty Graves was a metal band that I got after Vegas. And like we impromptu had to shuffle together. So I set up spell table for one person and it was perfect. So like they obviously the top down, just your normal view. But then when we logged in ready to go, it was 3 people around the same setup. So it was like, how do I audible this? So I was like, I'll just make it a 1v1 and then we'll track the life that way. But like, it ended up going to be just a really fun time. Now I don't have the audio on that because I was trying to figure out at the time how to separate my music audio and my talk audio because I didn't want copyright strikes on that because I just played their music all night.
Right.
But I do have it. There's just no. Maybe one day we can do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 where we just
there you
make
go.
up the voices.
Yeah. Make fun of the plays and talk about, why did I do this? That's pretty good. Octavia, did you have anything that stands out for you?
In terms of content, the ones that I usually like the best are the ones where I'm either learning something or teaching somebody about like a combo or a deck or something. Those are the ones that I just really enjoy. I just like doing that.
Ooh, I'll say it like this. Well, because like I don't think we necessarily consider ourselves content creators.
Okay.
God, no.
Because like yes, we make content, but I guess we don't put in the work like some of these people do that like deserve way more credit than us.
Content has been created, but we do not create it.
Yeah. Like I guess the content is in the background, we feel, and then like we just kind of see it happen.
Okay. What are you doing on this thing? Psh, dump. No, I'm just kidding. But I get that. That makes sense.
Like it's a very weird thought process I get, but like I don't know. I feel like so many people deserve so much more credit than us because like we don't edit our stuff. We just put it up on the thing. Like we just have fun. You know what I mean? Yeah. I guess more so, Octavia, who has been your favorite like get? I guess that would be a better like audible for that for us.
Excellent question. Yeah, excellent sidestep.
Who if I like having on? I really liked when we talked to Anna Margaret.
Oh my god, dude. It's crazy when she says that like we were absolutely her first piece of like magic content and like stream. Wow. I was like, oh, that just blows my mind.
Yeah, Anna Margaret and Rachel Weeks were 2 that I was I was really looking forward to.
I think everybody knows mine. Mine's Gavin. I am the biggest Gavin fanboy.
And the very first time we had Jim LePage on.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and 100% unaware of who he was at the time.
You were completely unaware, and I was giddy as a schoolgirl.
Yeah, I was completely unaware, and Octavia was like super happy, and I was like, "What's wrong with her?"
That's pretty good, and that's one of the things too. Like I've noticed over the last year of like knowing you both and watching the streams and stuff, and seeing the guests you get. I mean, I was surprised whenever you got. Joe from Tabletop Jocks, Black Nito.
Oh yeah, Joe's amazing.
Yeah, and then I think I was like, oh, you got Anna Margaret, and I was like, wow, you're getting all these like bigger names, and that's why I think I even reached out to you and was like, way to go, it's like,
Yeah.
So it was just like I love seeing that growth and being like, wow, it's not, I don't want to say clout because that has like a negative connotation, but it's just like getting the respect and pulling in the some of the bigger names, and it's not just about that, but it's cool when it happens, right?
Yeah. It's not about that, but it is a definitely a
for sure.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, and I super appreciate you. But to be fair, Brian, I think it's a cool get when we get you, man. Like you're just, I think you're just as cool as everybody else. You know what I mean? Like I think that's another thing about us is like at the end of the day, I think you're just as cool as him, who is just as cool as her. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like maybe that's our vibe, is because like we treat everybody exactly the same. It doesn't matter.
That's definitely a big part of it for sure.
It
Absolutely.
really does not matter, big, small, otherwise. We're just like, all right, cool.
Yeah, shuffle up, let's play. Oh, what's your power level? Don't fucking bullshit us.
Yeah.
Because we will talk shit.
Or else you won't come back.
Oh no, you'll come back. We'll just play better decks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So if you guys could go back, 4 years to the beginning of the creator journey, is there anything that you would change to make your lives easier? Not so much about,
Ooh.
telling your younger selves or anything, but just like, oh, if I'd have known this, it would have just been so much easier,
Also, shout out to Daniel Kane in
Yep,
the chat. I love
just
you.
saw that. What's up?
It would probably be reach out to Daniel Kane, because that man is a genius in media so much earlier. But also probably like take a class, take a computer class, bro. Like go way back, go back before like content creation. Like take a fucking Excel spreadsheet, learn editing,
Right.
do something computer related.
Yeah, cameras are the bane of my existence. I'm not looking forward to getting a new computer here soon, because I'm gonna have to
Oh,
reset
yeah.
these goddamn cameras. And
Oh, also, can we talk about the achievement of getting Octavia just on camera? The first like 2.5 years, Octavia wasn't on camera.
no, I was not on camera at all.
In fact, she said she would never.
Oh, okay. Never came early.
Well, hell froze over. So.
Yeah. Hey, what's up,
Chat
JJ?
saying Octavia is barely audible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that?
I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I have her maxed out in Discord.
Let's try that.
Also, to be fair, we're not playing. You could actually bring that shit close.
Yeah.
Where is close? Close is there.
That sounds a
Hell
lot
yeah.
better.
That's perfect. No, look
yeah.
at it. Look at her camera.
Yeah.
That's perfect, right?
Yeah, just have the one eye peeking over. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, no, I really don't know how to fix this audio setup.
So yeah, I rearranged my shiz. So like now mine's coming from a weird angle. Maybe we can do that for you. Like yeah, it's blocking like half of my shit most of the time. But like, hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Mine's already blocking my shit all.
Oh yeah.
That's how mine
so
is.
that's like another thing. If people like if normal people, not content creators, knew just like everywhere outside of just this like curated box is just like complete chaos.
How half-assed it is with like outside things. Yes, absolutely.
You saw me pull the mic over, and that actually, I'm gonna have to reset my camera because that caused the arm holding the gameplay camera to do my entire camera setup.
Yep.
Daniel says, call it eyeing casual. Yeah, and then JJ says, haha, yeah.
Yep. We'll just like replace the bunny-eared Octavia with just an eyeball. That'll be how she's known from then on.
Oh shit! Can we make you the Neversoft logo with bunny ears? Oh, so that's a very specific '90s cut. You're gonna have to Google that.
Which one's the Neversoft logo?
That's the Tony Hawk Pro Skater old school one. It was like an eyeball with a sword through it. But thinking like think of like an eyeball person with a sword through it with like bunny ears instead.
It'd be weird, but
kind of a vibe.
Yeah. Could be like an offshoot of Trying Casually, something, eyeing casually deck building or something.
Ooh, eyeing casually is our design team.
All right, so you guys this might touch on what we already kind of mentioned with the gets, as it were. But over the last 4 years, what was one of your like hell yeah moments where it was like, yeah, we're really doing this and we're really here?
Being featured was pretty crazy. Like twice, once for Texas and then once for Atlanta.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Command Fest Dallas and Command Fest Atlanta was awesome.
Yeah, pretty giant.
I don't remember anything that happened that weekend, but
yeah, Octavia was unfortunately sick, but Trooper threw like crazily.
We're featured. I'm not gonna miss it.
I got salmonella the Thursday before.
Oh no.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I didn't eat anything. Like Oblivion had to force me to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she was your mom?
She was. She found me. I was completely out of it. I had a fever.
Oh no.
I was absolutely wrecked.
I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds.
Oh.
I've had food poisoning before, so it's none of that kind of stuff is fun. So
you know what? It was fine.
It was just a fever dream. She wound up at home with more cards. Be like, where the fuck did these come from?
Right.
Yeah, there was a. I apparently did a collector booster Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft and sealed.
Oh shit.
and I think I went 3-0 on one of them because I had like 15 collector boosters. I was like, where the fuck did these come from?
That's fantastic.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Or-
Ooh, and then show your the signed deck box.
Oh yeah.
And then I got this for her in Command Fest Atlanta. So this is signed by every creator that was there, featured and non-featured,
Nice.
and every artist,
Oh, wow.
and some judges.
It's everywhere.
Oh, that's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I mailed it to her, and it had the deck in it.
Very cool. I think, unfortunately, the one that Octavia went to was just a fever dream. She didn't actually go. It was just the salmonella. She's just like, oh, I'm at a Command Fest.
There is one picture in existence of Octavia at Command Fest in Austin. Yeah, she's literally in the corner of a creator draft. So I think it's actually probably that collector's booster draft.
Probably.
It's either that collector booster draft or it was the night that I played Jim Davis.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I think because you were with a bunch of creators.
I think that was the night I was trying and failing to
Perform.
For Jim Davis, which I mean I went 1 and 2, but I went 1 and 2.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. I went 1 and 2 with Veggie in mine. Veggie beat me, helped me rebuild my deck, and then beat me again. Or I beat him, and then he beat me again.
Well, I would imagine so if he helped you beat it. He's like, okay, this is what you do. Oh, now I'm going to tear that apart because I know what you do.
Yeah.
Yes. JJ Mickey, MC Atlanta. I am 100% going. Octavia, yeah. Are you 100%?
Yeah.
That's the one I want to go to because it's the one right before the Spidey set, so it's going to be all about Spidey.
Is it?
100%.
Well, because they always do whatever's near it, because in Vegas, it was all about Duskmorn.
Oh, right. Okay.
And
so to be fair, in Vegas, they had Bloomborough and Duskmorn.
Well,
it was
yeah.
really weird.
But since Spider-Man's an actual standard legal set, it should be part of, it should be the, just like they were.
I could force everybody to draft.
Alrighty, so yeah, now we just need to start our day, like whatever of Marvel posts. We'll hop back on that train.
Right.
What's up, Laughing Son? How are you?
Hey, what's up? Thank you. Thanks for hanging out.
Hell yeah, you also mentioned
the follow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate that. All right, so next question. And remember, chat, if you have a question for either of the other guests, you're more than happy to put it in the chat, and I will filter it in. So,
also, Daniel says it is time.
What part of your respective personalities do you feel gets a chance to shine in relation to you guys doing the content creation, doing the streams?
Can you say that one more time? Sorry.
What part of your personalities do you feel truly shines while doing the streams and doing your content?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the ADHD one.
The fact that I get to be an asshole and no one calls me out on it.
No, we do call you out on it.
Yes,
but we still love you.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
Yeah, we allow it, and we're like, all right, it's okay in this context. All right.
Yeah.
So along similar lines, has being a creator shown you a part of yourself you didn't know you had, and has it helped strengthen anything? Like, i.e., like, oh, I used to be shy, or I don't like public speaking or improving, but by being in the public eye and being on stream, it's helped strengthen something, or just showing you, wow, I can actually be really, I'm pretty good at improv, or I can be really outgoing, or whatever.
I did theater all through, God, pretty much up until I started doing real work. So I just kind of show off.
All right, well, that's fair.
I think for me, it's maybe like probably like learn a lot about myself, chill out. You know what I mean? Calm down. I also feel like getting to share a lot of like my firsts with the stream is kind of a big thing. Because like me and Octavia's, like a lot of our firsts have been like documented now. It's kind of crazy.
Right.
I did learn how to chill a little bit doing this, because before I did competitive only.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. When I first met Octavia, she'd only been playing Commander for like a little while.
Yeah, I did. I played Sealed, Draft, Modern, and Vintage. So there was no chill.
Vibe. What's up, Sabby?
Yep. Hey, what's up, Sabby? Vibe. Thanks for checking things out, hanging out. You got questions for our awesome guests? Put them in the chat. Feel free. So here's one for you.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I think what it boils down to is I think like just learning to be more of ourselves.
Yeah.
Like the genuine ourselves. I feel like the thing that you see on stream is not like an act. It's just like us and like concentrated, I guess.
Yeah. I'm trying real hard, Lauf, to make it louder. I am. I'm failing. I'm trying.
I mean, I could hear the difference. I mean, I can hear the difference so far from when we started, but yeah, it's still a little quieter than probably
It's still
myself and,
quiet.
and JM. But
Via is kind of dope, Octavia.
yeah, I like that. I was like,
I do like that one. I think I know. I think I know where it came from, and I'm okay with it.
Via is kind of dope. I kind of like that.
Yeah, there's a character called Octavia in Hell of a Boss
Mm.
that her name is shortened to Via.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, I didn't realize.
All right. So, if Magic the Gathering, the entire game system, all the cards, if it all went away tomorrow, would you continue to try and create things, or would you just move on and stop being a content creator? Would you try and find something else to do together and stream it and, make things, or would you just be like, oh, that's done?
So is Magic the Gathering like poof disappeared into a no longer existent void?
Yes.
Do I still have all of the knowledge and we have the capabilities of everything, but just not the facility of the thing?
You're going to recreate it from the ground up?
No, like
That
I
would
think
be-
we would just audible into like TTRPGs. I would probably,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean.
because
Like,
if we have the capabilities of our stream, we know the knowledge,
mhm.
like we've done all this work,
Why
we
not
would
just-
shift into another media, video games or TTRPGs.
Right. Yeah, that's
Because
what I
that's the
meant.
goal eventually, anyways.
Yeah. So that's what I meant. Like, you have had the last 4 years, and then suddenly something happens. Hey, all the Magic cards are gone, but trying casually still exists. Where you
Yeah, I was more just making sure that we still had the knowledge
Mhm.
of it,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like of the creation part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we would just probably shift into the TTRPGs.
Okay. Now here's the thing.
We could be the first Munchkin streamer.
I mean, I might immediately try to go patent Magic the Gathering
Yes.
because
Yeah.
there's a market for it.
Right. We made
Like,
jokes about
I
that.
woke up with this fever dream of an idea.
Starts making
I heard
spells
of
the
a card
grouping.
called Lightning Bolt.
All right. So, pie in the sky, and we kind of touched on this very early. You mentioned something, and then just now, actually, it still ties into it. But pie in the sky, what would you like to see trying casually evolve into No Limits?
So, not to sound like douchebaggy or
Mhm.
selfish or like, but like, if you've ever seen Kind of Funny, that's kind of like been my goal the whole time.
Mhm.
Kind of Funny are, well, it wasn't because of this, but like it definitely helps though. The bear definitely looks better. But yeah, the goal is to make Trying Casually into a company and to make something that I'm super proud of. Not necessarily make money, but just to be something that I can like, me and my friends do something like this every single day, and that we're super proud of this.
Mhm.
Whether that makes us like a living or not, like at the end of the day, I think that's something else.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna say like pie in the sky, kind of like a rocket jump or a loading ready run, like just a collective of people that do
Yeah.
a thing that have built it from the bottom up.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I want it to be me and my friends from the get doing all of it.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah, for sure. Let's shift gears from the content creation a little bit. And now, JM, I definitely know the answer for you, but for each of you,
12.
what besides Magic the Gathering and this content creation, what else do you enjoy doing in your actual spare time? And what are some of your hobbies, some of your big loves?
You can go first, Octavia.
I'm trying to think what I do in my spare time.
Mhm.
Well, you do D&D.
I do D&D
You do video games.
occasionally. Occasionally, I do video games. I play like 1 or 2 a year, but yeah, I mean, mostly D&D and video games. I mean, outside of Magic, I do a lot of Magic.
Well,
Way
yeah,
more than I should.
we kind of all do. That's the thing. It kind of becomes, once you start making any kind of content creator, whatever level you want to see yourself as and claim to be, it starts to take over everything. It basically becomes like a part-time job for the most part, where you're like, well, I want to do this and post about this and stuff. So it can be a bit encompassing for sure.
Yeah, so I think again our thing has been like, okay, how can we make this as streamlined as possible to make it as easy as for us? Because like we are content creators, but we are also full-time like
We have full-time
people,
jobs.
I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, and now I'm a new dad, and like
Right.
I guess trying to learn the balance of everything. And we also stream 3 days a week, which is quite a bit for streamers, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I guess consistently.
Yeah.
We've been very consistent.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not, not being a professional streamer where you're just streaming like every conceivable day, and for
Yeah.
hours and hours on end. Yeah, 3 times a week is definitely,
For a
solid.
week, I mean, it's basically at this point, but we do what 10 or 12 hours, 10 to 15 hours, like almost a second part-time job,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
all things considered.
Yeah, and to be fair, I couldn't imagine editing all those videos.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Now, if we didn't work, that'd be a whole other thing. That'd be cool though.
Right.
Yeah, if one of us didn't work, we could edit them and have the time to do that. Or if we made enough money, we could hire an editor. Which
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, yeah, right now all the profits that we just basically go into the show, improving our equipment, getting new artwork. Like I said, we're working with Michael Katchen on some fantastic artwork. Shout out to them.
We do have a question from chat. Thank you very much, Vibe Proxy. So, what do you each think that has been like the most impressive 3 or more card combo that you've seen, or just in EDH in general? Something that you really, really blew your doors off.
So the only thing that are coming to mind are 2-card combos.
Right.
My favorite combo, because it is so stupid, is a 6-card combo.
Ooh, go for it. What?
Technically 8.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, so you have to have 7 specific cards in hand, and one of them can't be in your hand. One card in your deck can't be in your hand, and you have to be not going first.
Okay.
As your turn 0, you play Gemstone Caverns, pitching the 7th card in your hand. On the first upkeep, tap for black, play Dark Writ, use 2 of the mana on Dark Writ for Cabal Writ.
Okay.
So you now have 4 floating mana. Entomb a Thassa's Oracle, then play Shallow Grave with 2 mana to put Thassa's Oracle into play, then Demonic Consultation with the last black mana. You win on upkeep 1.
Oh my gosh. That's scary. I don't...
It is technically in one of my decks. It is possible to do that. I will never do that.
No, but that's really
there's
awesome.
There's no way you're getting those 6 cards in hand and having Thassa's Oracle in your bin.
Right.
Oh, fair. I think mine right now, Octavia actually just told me about it, is the Sensei's Divining Top, Mystic Forge, and one of my mana reducers or artifact reducers, and you can basically just draw your whole deck. It's very, 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 very cool.
Yeah, Mystic Forge allows you to play cards off the top of your deck, as long as they're artifacts or colorless. Then Sensei's Divining Top is 1, and then say you have a Foundry Inspector, which reduces artifacts by 1. You tap the Sensei's Divining Top to draw the card, put the top on top. You get to play the top for free.
You just keep rinsing
until you get bored. You just draw.
Nice. I actually have one. It's in one of my decks, a 3 card that I really like.
Okay.
It's Ashia, Soul of the Wild, Ley Weaver, and Prodigal Sorcerer. So Ashia makes all of your non-token creatures are forest lands in addition to the other types, right? Prodigal Sorcerer says you tap them and you deal 1 damage to target creature or player. And Ley Weaver says tap her to untap 2 target lands. So as long as you have all 3 on the field and the 2 little guys don't have summoning sickness, you tap the Prodigal Soldier, or Prodigal, whatever. You ping somebody. You tap her to untap 2 forests, which is the 2 of them. You just continue to ping everybody down to nothing in an instant.
I like that. That's a good one.
I haven't actually gotten it to go off. I've gotten like a couple of the pieces out and then something happens, but it's still it's something I love and I want to keep in there. We also have a question for you, Octavia, from the chat. Since you mentioned Helluva Boss, who's your favorite Helluva Boss character?
God. I think it's a toss-up between Millie and Stolas, actually. So
nice. All right. The rest of us can answer too. Like I don't know if JM, if you...
So I'm actually unfamiliar with Helluva Boss. I actually just watched Hazbin Hotel.
Okay. Yeah, I want to watch both of them, but I have not.
They're quite good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. They've got some good...
Laughing Sun likes your answer.
Yeah. Everybody likes Stolas.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about Magic itself. So, double question for each of you. What are your thoughts in general about Universes Beyond? And if you enjoy it, what is a IP that you would love to see come into Universes Beyond at some point?
Yeah, I absolutely love the Universes Beyond. I like my Magic cards to not look like Magic cards as much as possible. I think that's a really fun thing. And my absolute favorite thing is already coming to Magic soon. And that's Across the Spider-Verse. And then I think there's another Marvel set after that? Question
At
mark?
some point,
Possibly, yeah.
There's at least one next year in 2026, I think.
Yeah.
If we get out of this without an Iron Man and an X-Men and a Spider-Man set, I'm gonna be surprised.
Right.
Yeah, my goal is to be able to make like a 5-color, like Across the Spider-Verse, or
That'd be great.
Marvel, or you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just basically everything that I really love about the Marvel universe. Something that's kind of cohesive and powerful and fun.
Yes, I want to make like the best Spider-Man as a commander and the best Rogue from the X-Men as a commander decks I could possibly make. Like I want those, and we know we're getting Spider-Man obviously, but I really hope they make an X-Men with Rogue as a legendary creature so that I can have her, because those are my two absolute favorite superheroes. So
in my Christmas like tree land, like close your eyes, everybody, chat included, and picture like a J. Jonah Jameson as like a 5-color news reporter in the like air of, I literally just had his name and he completely thing. Who does the lore counters? Octavia. He's basically a tutor. He 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops, 4 drops. Yishan the Wandering Bard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically a Yisan, but for like heroes.
Hmm.
Now we were thinking like spiders, like Spider-Man would have like human hero spider type,
Right.
but I don't know if it'll be like that specific.
Mhm.
So like I think if you just go hero, I think J. Jonah Jameson is in the universe enough to just be able to go get heroes.
Well, yeah, he the newspaper covers everybody. You know, he's part of the
But
Spider-Man.
he gets real dick hard over Spider-Man.
Right.
That's very true.
But he's covering
so like
Captain America and stuff.
Maybe you get like a lore counter and you get a hero, but if you get a Spider-Man hero, you then put another counter on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can see something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daniel says Tom Bombadil, and he says, "Oh shit."
Oh yeah, Tom Bombadil style. Like that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it would be like photo counters. He's trying to get pictures of Spider-Man.
Right. Here's the thing: if we get an X-Men set, which we really should, it should be Spider-Man, like Avengers and X-Men, and that should cover like pretty
it's
much
right
everything.
in front of me.
What?
They're headlines.
Yeah.
They're gonna be headline counters.
Yes, there you go. Front page news. But
yeah, or if they want to use counters that they already made, lore counters would work just as good.
Yeah, they would. But we better get a 5-color Professor Xavier, because how can you not? He has to be able to have all the X-Men.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it would just be ridiculous if he didn't.
Okay, so I think the X-Men are going to be everything except black, and I think the like Magneto's crew is going to be everything except white. Like I think they're going to be 4 colors. I do believe there's going to be a 5-color commander, but I don't think it's going to be Magneto or Professor X.
Okay.
I think there might be like Phoenix or something.
Right. Ooh, a 5-color Watcher.
Ooh.
God.
It's Stan Lee. It's just Stan Lee.
Yes, it has to be. That has to be the full color, like the alt art, full art. Irlu Uatu on the normal card, and then Stan Lee is the alt. That would be fantastic. Because that would make real sense. Because then you could have villains and heroes in the set, in the deck together. Because he's just watching everything.
I could see it. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Well, so that's like my humans deck. It was like there are monsters in the deck, but the theme of the deck is the humans versus the monsters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, chat saying we need Alex Summers Havoc card and Warren Worthington. I think definitely Warren because he's Angel. He's like the top. He was the original 5. So if we get an X-Men set, I think that's a fair given. Alex Havoc card, I hope that'd be good, as well.
See, I don't.
So I think it depends on like where X-Men is in the rights right now, because like
it's all Disney.
Okay,
yeah.
So they've been real weird with where X-Men is in the like everything.
Well, yeah, but remember, Disney bought Fox.
Yeah.
And Fox had the license for X-Men, so they now have it. And at the end of who is she? Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Beast was in the after credit scene.
Right. Yes.
Beast and Professor X were in the after credit scene.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also in like the alternate universe of Doctor Strange, Professor X is there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Daniel says, "Hear me out. Thanos, and every stone is a color added to him." I like that. That's pretty cool.
Or the gauntlet is a planeswalker artifact, like they're doing in.
The Gauntlet is just going to be a reprint of the Gauntlet of Power.
No, it's not power. That's not cool enough.
Power Gauntlet? Yeah, it's going to be a Power Gauntlet.
No.
I mean,
It's
we
not-
already have the Infinity Gauntlet Arcane Signet from a couple years ago.
Well, I could see it as the One Ring. Reprint the One Ring as the Infinity Gauntlet.
That would be cool.
They'd only put Archangel in if they did.
Is there a difference between Angel Warren and Archangel Warren?
Yeah,
Yes,
because
Archangel was remade by
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. That's the name. I was like Ibn bin al-Asid. Who?
Well, yes, the original name for sure.
Damn, Octavia showed her nerd there.
Yeah,
Also, going back to what you do out of magic,
Yeah,
Octavia.
see?
There might be a lot of comics.
that's part of it. There you go. That's all three of us. Yeah.
Yeah. Apocalypse basically tore all the feathers off of Angel's wings, replaced it with metal blades coated in poison, and remade him into a monstrosity.
Archangel of Death. Well, Horseman Death.
He was the Apocalypse. He was the Horseman of Death.
Yeah.
That's pretty hardcore.
So here, something I thought while reading from the chat, like depends on what version of Warren they use, which sparked that discussion. You think we'll get some fun flip cards? Like, would we get an Angel that flips into Archangel, or a Bruce Banner that flips into Hulk?
Yes.
We will definitely get Bruce Banner that flips into Hulk.
Oh my god.
Right?
Bruce Banner into Hulk is so good. He's obviously Gruul, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But if we got
Ooh.
flip cards for Archangel, we'd also have to get them for Rogue.
Ooh, Jean Grey into
Wolverine,
Phoenix would be good.
Mm-hmm.
and Psylocke, and I don't know that they're going to go that deep.
Well, we have a Wolverine.
Yeah, but flip cards.
Why would we need one for Wolverine?
Because Wolverine was one of the Four Horsemen.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, okay. So I'm not familiar with that.
So in the Apocalypse saga, Apocalypse took 4 of the stronger mutants and turned them into his horsemen. It was
okay.
It was Rogue, Wolverine, Archangel, and Psylocke.
Well, that was one of the
that he
incarnation.
took.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know if
So
we'll get
if
the.
you want to do flip cards, it's like, I don't know if we're getting Psylocke, much less a flip Psylocke.
Yeah, like the flip cards would probably be for some of the bigger names. Like Bruce Banner is an easy one.
Daniel says, I'm gonna make a name for myself.
Yeah.
He also says, yes, they will. They will flip. Peter Parker will flip into Spider-Man.
Or
that
like
makes sense.
Eddie Brock flips into Venom, because that one, because
Oh my shit.
Right.
Okay, so what about a meld card between Venom and Spider-Man?
well, yeah, Black Suit Spider-Man. That's the thing. We got an entire set. We're gonna hopefully get. I swear to God, I will lose my ever-loving shit if they do a Captain Universe Spider-Man. That is probably my second favorite costume version of him, where he got the uni power and got that costume that had like the face mask of Spider-Man. It was so cool. I also love Spider-Man 2099's costume a lot too. But we're gonna get so much good stuff.
What is the name of that Spider-Man?
Well, Captain Universe Spider-Man. If you look that up, you should get it. It's like most of the costume is just white and blue. It just has Spider-Man's face mask right over his mouth and nose, but it looks so cool. And there's like, I have a couple action figures with it, and there's like stuff like that. So it was
pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it was a good storyline. I have a what if where he kept the powers. But anyway, that's diving into our nerddoms. But like the potential of just Spider-Man having its own set is amazing.
The fan art of this is so fucking cool, where they put the Amazing Spider, like the video game costume, and merge it with that.
Mhm.
So he has the spider with the.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll have to look that up.
Dude, it is so cool.
I think it was an alternate costume for one of the Spider-Man games, not like the newer ones, but like Spider-Man 1 or Spider-Man 2 from the PlayStation 1. I'm pretty sure it was like a costume you could unlock. But we're gonna get like spider bots, and I mean, we gotta get Spider Buggy as a vehicle. Come on, there's so much we can do.
Ooh, shout out to Spider Bugs.
As long as we get Noir Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen, I'm okay.
I have a Spider Buggy right here.
Nice, I got that same one.
That's amazing.
I think Octavia, we're guaranteed, because I mean, with Spider-Verse being so recent, and the third one should be like next year maybe if we're lucky. Like those, like we'll have a Spider-Ham, we'll have Spider-Gwen, we'll have everybody from the movies, I think, and then ideally we'll also branch off into like maybe some alternate costumes. Like Iron Spider from Civil War or stuff like that, and then you know,
Oh yeah.
the
Well, so I don't know if they're gonna get full-fledged cards, but I do believe they might get the alternate like art treatments.
True.
Oh, like
So
Like,
yeah, like they are the same flip card, but like yes, the normal variant's gonna be like the normal suit. This
This
one's
is
gonna be like
Spider-Man.
Fantastic Bag Man or
yeah,
whatever.
right, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
Insert whatever,
yeah.
which would be amazing. I'm
Yeah.
not upset about that at
Yeah.
all.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait. Like, I mean, Spider, like Venom and Carnage and Doctor Octopus cards. I would probably make a villain deck for them for sure.
Yeah, and we know that it is specifically across the Spider-Verse, so like we
Do
can
we?
take that. Yeah,
They've
yeah,
said
it is specifically across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, well, that okay. That limits things a little bit. Then that's a little less cool.
it limits it less because they put pretty much all of them into.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, and a ton of actual Marvel properties have been across the Spider-Verse.
well, like if it's Spider Verse, that's one thing. But across the Spider Verse implies it's more about the movies, and the movies didn't have like Venom or Carnage or anything. It would just be those villains, which I mean, I would be cool with like a Lady Doc Ock, but
I think it's going to be comic book across the Spider-Verse, but I'm also assuming that maybe some of the alternate arts are going to be those stuff. Yeah, like the movie tie-ins.
okay, right. Hey,
So
what's
like
up, Joe?
you could go like comic book version, normal version, movie version, and those would be like your 3 variants.
Right, which would be cool.
Or a secret layer that's the movie.
That
Ooh,
that's a good
yeah.
take on it too. I
I
like
can see
that. I mean, I love the movies. Don't get me wrong; they're some of the best Spider-Man properties out there. I'm just mean, like, I just worry that like I don't want it to be too confined. Like, I mean, we're not gonna get everything, but like you said, I mean, if it's comic book based, then we can conceivably see like J. Jonah Jameson in something in one of the cards as like at least the artwork for it or whatever, or like
Sure.
The web shooters as like an equipment that gives you reach or something cool.
Yeah. Although for me, I think the Final Fantasy set's going to be where I gravitate towards more.
Ooh, the Future Foundation is a pretty cool suit, Daniel.
That's a very cool suit. Yeah, I didn't see him say that. I love that. Like that's the white and black one.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sony is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
they could also another take they could do is if they wanted to go into the video games, they could pull video game suits because they technically have the rights to the video games partially.
Sort of. A lot of them are Sony Interactive, and we're getting
Marvel Rivals Secret Layer? Holy shit. What's up, Joe? How are you, my loves? I don't know if the movies will be part due to Sony. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's Sony, and we're getting into weird like copyright law. And
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Which would probably just force them back more into the comic based, which I'm okay with.
it
But
probably
yeah.
Yeah, but they could like emulate the movie art.
Oh,
You know
for
how they
sure.
like
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It isn't that, but it
right.
is.
Yeah. But to Octavia's point, like I'm also excited for the Final Fantasy because that was one of my favorite franchises, like all the way up through like 13. Like I started with 7, loved it, and was able to go back and play the first 6 through different like Game Boy editions and whatever, and then played it ever since up through like 13. And so I'm looking forward to that for sure. It's just Spider-Man is like higher on the list for me, but that doesn't mean I'm not excited for Final Fantasy because I definitely am.
I'd have to go digging a little bit, but in my closet there is a 1989 Nintendo Power, the Final Fantasy walkthrough, still in
Nice.
my closet.
That's
I have to go
awesome.
find it, but I've been playing it since then.
Yeah, 9 is my favorite by far.
I love 14. I play that constantly.
Mhm.
In fact, I was playing it before we got on stream here.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, no, I love all of them. How do you guys feel about festivals in a box?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
Ooh, also Octavia, Joe had a good point. He just did his stuff for his email for the Final Fantasy set. We need to do that for ours.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We need to do that.
I don't know too much about this next festival in the box, so I'm not sure what's in it and what is it.
Yeah, I just saw it get announced. I'm not sure.
Oh, did they announce a festival in a box?
Yeah,
That it
well, okay.
exists,
So
but
they
that's
put
it.
out a picture, and then there was pictures of what I'm assuming they're going to be in the festival box.
Do we have the picture of the picture? Because I want to see.
Yeah, you can just go on the Secret Layer or Instagram, and it's on there.
We also got Daniel saying, what are the chances of the Avatar Last Airbender secret lair for the end of the year? Or
Oh my
set,
God.
not yeah.
Yo,
Everyone's...
I would legitly cry. I would legitly cry. Avatar: The Last Airbender is fucking amazing for me.
So I don't know.
Oh, Octavia, I legitimately have it. Like in Atlanta, I will bring you The Legend of Korra or The Legend of Korra and Avatar: The Last Airbender in Blu-ray.
They're both. See, Legend of Korra, I'm glad you said that because it doesn't get the respect and love I think it deserved. Like, it was different from the original and everyone cried about it. It's like, I don't want the same thing again. And I liked that it was a little bit more adult and it was a little more, and it focused on the original the original Avatar. Like, it was so many cool storylines in it. I liked it a lot.
I definitely, it is not as cool as Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Correct,
respectively.
but
I believe the third season is a little bit like slow, but like it ended very strong and it started very, very strong. Octavia in Atlanta, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
She's like hyping herself up as she's saying, yeah. She's giving herself anxiety and hype at the same time.
Let's see. Oh well, that's a neat festival in a box.
What's all in it, Octavia?
So it's a box of Mystery Booster 2, an All Will Be One, an Animar, Soul of the Elements, a Benevolent Hydra, a Forgotten Ancient, and a Muldrifter. So honestly, the promos are kind of shitty. Other than All Will Be One,
And All Will Be One promo is kind of cool though.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, the cards are they're mid, but I mean honestly, it's a Mystery Booster 2 box, which is the thing you're buying it for.
Yep.
And Loft says First Sliver and Ponder might be in there as well.
Well, those are Mystery Booster 2. Those are in the Future Sight frames.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're showing simulated foil, it looks like, because those are both in the Mystery Booster set.
But yeah, and then going back to the Avatar: The Last Airbender, like obviously you could have key characters in certain colors. Oh, it's gonna be that's perfect.
Yeah.
Like Avatar: The Last Airbender is separated into color coordination already.
Yeah, and the colors like pretty much do line up to the magic colors. Like red, Firebender is a burn deck, of course it is, and water is like more of a countery. Like they just fit.
Yeah, they just fit. You're completely right. Like Earthbenders are obviously green.
Yeah, and then air for white for flying and stuff like the airbenders. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so that one I was a little less like more, but yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. And then black. What would the black be?
Well, it doesn't have. I mean, there's only the 4 elements, so it would maybe it could tie into like the technology.
I think the villains would have black mixed in with their color.
That could be for sure. Or if maybe not. I don't know if they make the spirits black, but if you had like any remember the face taker, that would be black. Have black in it at least, right?
Laughingstone said they've been making has-been hotel references on Twitter.
What, Wizards of the Coast
or Secret Lair?
That's interesting. I don't see how they get that on a card game for children.
Yeah.
They said they quoted Alistair on a post. You'll find it.
That's a hell of a character to quote.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Evil Dead. Yeah, you're right.
That is true.
Could do Has-Been Hotel.
Yeah.
But
and they did Chucky too. Yeah.
Yeah, but Chucky was PG-13 and Evil Dead was only because there was more than one bucket of blood. Like,
right.
I think you might be hard pressed to do the demon sex worker is the main character show.
Yeah, I can see that might be a little bit of a hard pitch for Hasbro and Wizards, sure.
Yeah, Angel Dust is very cool. I really like him. I don't think Demon Sex Worker is going to be the card that they go, yes, look at this.
For our child's card game.
Right.
Buy the Secret Lair.
And you know what? I think Demon Sex Worker is the perfect stopping point for the first stream for Who's That Creator? So I would like to thank my amazing guests, Octavia and JM from Trying Casually. Thank you guys for doing this and answering the questions and being a part of the first episode. Thank everybody in chat for hanging out and asking questions. That really helped. I'm going to get us set up to raid over into Brouhaha. So while I'm doing that, why don't you guys go ahead and let everybody know if you got anything fun coming up or what your schedule is for streams and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Other than our normal Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, I will be on Homebrew Deck Text this stream this Wednesday. Octavia, do you have anything this week?
Nothing this week. I think I've got stuff next week or the week after.
Yeah, I have one thing next week. I'm on MTG Bird stream, but yeah, that's it for right now. And then just our normal stuff.
Right.
I'll drop our links in the chat again. And then Octavia, who are you on next week?
That's a great question. Do I remember, or is it 2 weeks from now?
That's fair.
I will post somewhere as soon as I have an idea of what that is, because it's not on my calendar.
All right. Well, thank you guys again.
Because
Thank
I'm
everybody
real
in
good at
chat,
that.
and we'll see you next time.